Welcome to Mastering Solutions. In this vectors and motion problem, we're looking at a flying squirrel, and they tell us that it covers a horizontal distance of 16 meters when it glides in this situation. And they say that it, of course, loses 8 meters of elevation. And they want to know what the angle of the glide path is down from the horizontal. So we're trying to find this angle right here, which of course is theta. And then they say what's the total distance that it covered as well. So we'll put h for hypotenuse because obviously you can see we just drew a right triangle. So now we have the adjacent and the opposite, so we can use some trigonometry to solve for both of these. So in this case, since we have the opposite and the adjacent, like we talked about, we'll be using TOA from SOHCAHTOA, which of course stands for tangent of the angle is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. We want to solve for the theta, so we're going to isolate that by isolating it. So we have theta is equal to inverse tangent of opposite over adjacent. And now when we plug that into our calculator, we have tangent inverse of 8 over 16, which of course is 1/2. And just to illustrate that they're the same, we have inverse tangent of 8 divided by 16 gives us 26.565, or inverse tangent of 1/2 is the same. So now we can round that to 27 degrees. So theta for the squirrel is 27 degrees below the horizontal. And now they say what is the total distance that the squirrel covered in the flight. So that'll be h. And obviously we can use Pythagorean's theorem for this since it's a right triangle. So c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. We want c not c squared though, so let's square root both sides of the equation. So now we have c is equal to the square root of a squared plus square root of b squared. And if we square root that, c, or h for the hypotenuse, is equal to 16 meters squared plus 8 meters squared square root of 16 squared plus 8 squared. 8 square root 5, and if we approximate the answer, we have 17.888. So if we round that, we have 18 meters. So the total flight path, or the total distance in this flight path, was 18 meters by the squirrel at an angle of 27 degrees below the horizontal.